based on differentiation, that is the CPD. CPD means the full form of CPD, as you are familiar, continuous professional development. So welcome to the CPD program of today's differentiation. As we are facing a little tough while writing the lesson plans, like a daily lesson plan, so that this CPD will provide maximum information how to write the particular area, that is differentiation. Okay, let us see the things how it will go on. So what is the exact instruction in the differentiation that we will see? So for that there is a clear clarity is given. The instruction is very popular. Why? Because around the world it is popular, but here it is may not be popular. Okay, it is depend upon the region to region and city to city, state to state, and country to country to vary. Western people are in advanced stage, so that only people are even from India, people are going to they are going to Spain and other countries, Sweden, where they are getting something what are the information without they are trying to see that. There is a difference between India and other foreign countries. There the maximum capacity is 25 or 30, extreme level 30, more than 30 will not. But here we see that only the capacity of a classroom maybe 100, maybe more than 100. It was my experience 123. Imagine 123 students sitting in one classroom, and you should be in a position to maintain the complete picture of silence. That is a big challenge, right? So this way things will be very place to place, region to region. Now what is given, not to mention broad topic in today's education era. It is like a broader area, but still it is saying that only not to just like a show, but it should be implemented in a particular way. And it should be noted that this presentation is only intended to be a brief overview of the encompassing topic. This CPD is why we are talking about the differentiations, to give the clarity, a picture, just picture it is how it will be worked out, in what way it is supported to the teachers. While writing the lesson plan, the difficulties what you face will be rectified by knowing these differentiation area. Okay, there is an enormous amount of information about differentiated instruction and the related concepts that are intertwined with the different instruction which could not be included within this format. See, actually differentiation means I told there is an area when you say differentiation, differentiated something, that is a divided area. It is having some kind of divisions are there. Part to part may vary. So that word itself is having the meaning, but we need to see how the differentiation is working. A class may consist of 5 varieties of students. In that, what way you will evaluate? If you want to set a question paper for a class of any section, 8, 9, 10, whatever, what parameters will be taken? A teacher, being a teacher of science and English or mathematics, what are the parameters you will apply? How you will take the parameters? In what way you will measure the 5 levels of students in a classroom? That will be checked through these a differentiation. But still there are some of the areas which are not mandatory to include in this area. It is somewhat differentiated. Somewhat it is given a format is given in a wider way where people should not feel something troubling to say the baby. For example, if you talk about the scaffolding, teaching is a technique of a scaffolding teaching. It is a different area. Generally, majority of people are not familiar what is the scaffolding teaching. Scaffolding teaching is different. So this way it will be vary part to part. Now there are similar objectives. You will see that only learner objectives. When you write a lesson plan, the very first you will see that only all of you all areas in class whatever. Then learning objectives. Learning objectives. Every topic there will be minimum 2 learning objectives should be set by a teacher. A teacher has to set minimum 2 learning objectives at the beginning of the lesson plan. Based on that only, at the end of the lesson, you will see only learning outcomes. Means a teacher will teach end of the lesson, after 40 minutes, what the student will grasp from you, how they will receive the things from you, that will be defined here, that is in the form of learning outcomes. Now see the participants will have a kind of things like become familiar with the vocabulary related to the differentiated instruction. Like class of English may take a lesson, a poem, and after that they will give some of the important words. For example, you take street faster. The word is street faster. What is meant by street faster? Stagnated. What is meant by stagnated? When you say this to the students, they may not be able to understand. And further, you need to give the meaning, that is the meaning. Meaning will be there, or you could say that like synonyms are there, near to the same meaning, same word, that could be explained. But when you define all these things, that will be different and familiar, so that a student will learn the new vocabulary. When you learn the new vocabulary, automatically you will get to know the things only, and you will be having the command over the language. You will get a command over the language, any language. Unless knowing some of the minimum words, you cannot speak. When you speak like a Urdu words, sometimes people, in those days, people talk now differently. Now people are talking differently. Why? Because I'll give you an example. There are two best examples. One is Usman serial, Turkish serial. Second one is Abdul Hamid serial. These are the serials when you are watching. Like these are the best by Urdu version. The words are very very refined words are there. Very refined popular words, which are not usable in day level. But after watching this one, now people are watching saying these things only. They are saying, they are using it in their daily life. Similarly, a student will learn the things and automatically will see that only. Understand basic principles of differentiating content, process, and the product in an academically diverse classroom. Diverse classroom, that's what we said only. 5 varieties of students are in a classroom. Based on that only, the things will be vary, and how you differentiate, how you evaluate, how you measure a student of 5 varieties of a classroom. Based on that only, this area will give a clear picture. Be able to implement one or more instructional strategies that support differentiation. When you are trying to apply differentiation in a classroom, you must see that only which is important, how it is supposed to be, what kind of strategy you need to apply for that area. So on that basis only that can be done. We'll see some of the examples later on. Like a class of variety of students, these are the varieties are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like different varieties. Like 5 figures are not same. 5 varieties of students are not same in the classroom. So this way we will be having see that the picture gives us different kind of ideas. One picture is showing like something is taking something, and here the measurements are given, and here it is given something like boards are given, and different areas are given, painting is given. So that indicates having this picture is consisting of different areas. Similarly, for a class of 30 students will be having different ideas, so they may express in different way that will come out. Now, unfortunately, what we say, some classroom structures are do not address this student diversity. In fact, the reason is why it was not particularly. If you take the state of Karnataka, majority of schools will not use the differentiation. I challenge this point. There is no doubt. Majority of schools will not maintain the differentiation. Majority of schools, 98% of the schools in Karnataka state will not use the inclusion. Inclusion policies are there. Inclusion means special education. They won't do that because for that 3 additional members are required. Special educator is required, psychologist is required, and special education is top higher person will be there. So a department like how you think that English department, maths department, science department, other departments, social department. Similarly, inclusive department means 3 members will be there. Officially approved the Ministry of Education, whether Indian Ministry or the foreign ministry. Then only the department will follow and see that only the students will be evaluated. Otherwise it cannot be. It won't be happening here. According to Howard Gardner, this is the statement is given. What the statement is given? The biggest mistake of past centuries in teaching has been to treat all children as if they were variant of the same individual, and thus to feel justified in teaching them all the same subject in the same way. Even I think those are my age level, like Radhya madam, people familiar only. In our days it was not like any differentiation. We used to sit in a classroom, simply they will read the story, history, English, whatever, they will explain, they will go. They will not see that only, the teacher will not see whether I will be able to understand or not. I will give my own example. When I was in my graduation BA, special English BA literature, my specialty is English literature, that is specialization. There are 4 lectures used to come to that graduation level. One is MCR, MBR, Martiro. He's another department. He was another department of English, and his accent was like anything like foreign. Though he's an Indian, Andhra was born and brought up in Andhra, but his accent was like a foreign accent. And he looked like a very thin, lean, will come very fastly, will do all things. And apart from whenever the person will start teaching something in the classroom, and I'm the only one always be out, like I'm out. Because I never get anything, never go inside my brain. I never felt anything went inside my brain by the time. I always put something in a blank area. Because the way fastly you will read, fastly you will explain, and you will turn the pages. Others, those students, those who are brought up with English medium era or English school eras or different areas, easily they will catch things. And they will try to answer. But I always be discarded in the class. But there was another lecturer, YSR, Siddhartha, who used to explain all the story, English story, whatever in the classroom, like how you peel out the ripe banana and just give what a taste is. That kind of a spoon feed, like you will completely clear everything. You will translate everything in local language, regional language, and you will explain the story. There was a story yesterday, I remember that is a story, William Golding's novel. I think madam is familiar. William Golding's novel name is Lot of Rings. Lot of Flies. Lot of Flies. Lot of Rings is a different one. Lot of Flies. What a beautiful novel that was. So we had a good impression till now. The person, the fact the one who taught us that story really still we remember, because the way he had explained that I was like in a very poor condition in academics, but able to understand, digest. That is the only remarkable thing. So whenever a teacher used to teach, now all the way everyone should get, not only the talented, gifted, and special people. What about others? So this week will go on. So apparently it was a time when the people never say that only, but now things are changed. Technology developed and everything developed, so that only people are taking the new policies, new strategies. Let's take a look at the instructional studies we typically use in our classroom and see how they affect our students' memory, attention rates. So you might want to get a piece of paper and to see if you can guess the correct answers. So we'll come later on. See the picture. The image. See, a small picture is given so that you should think positively what it is, how it is posing, what the intention of. When this is an arrow, actually arrow, but 2 eyes are mentioned, and the eyes are not like normal, right? It shows some kind of a curiosity, right? People will see with the bigger eyes opening or something like that. That way it will show. Now, this is what only the things are coming. Effective instructional strategies. Now, taking the pyramid, it is a pyramid of almost like a Bloom's taxonomy. Do you remember? Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy is the most important area. With that only the lesson plan. Exactly that, based on that only. But nowadays, that was already done, sir, over. That is a past thing. Now we need not to recall all these things. Only today what we have to do. This is the scenario of not you. In common, but everyone is like that. Now see here, this is the least effective, most effective. A classroom. 30 students are here and you are teaching. See the areas like here. Rank the strategies on the right part of the, so whatever here is given, part of the pyramid from the least effective, top pyramid, the most effective, bottom. Try to get the percentage of the information typical student may retain for each. What is doing here? See, these are the only the practice by doing. What is called it is, nowadays we are using practice by doing. What is that? Practice by doing. giving the ownership to the student. But are they doing? Are they doing? There is no impact on them, right? When we are asking you should take your ownership to complete the assignment or task or project, whatever, they are not able to. They are always depending on somebody like a parasite. Means the effect of teaching is not up to the parent, right? Then demonstration. Demonstration again, it is falling to the teacher's level. When a teacher demonstrates, or when a student will give a small demonstration based on the topic, how effectively that is going on. Sometimes a good student may give. The other day I gave them an example. Isaac the boy. Suppose Isaac, you might have seen the video which I was like a given like a based on your group. Suppose Isaac. It's a really outstanding personality. Outstanding. Nobody can even stand in front of him. That is the personality of the small boy. Okay, this will go on. So whereas when a teacher will demonstrate, that will be different. Except with the gifted and talented, the other area, other students are not that level. Only a teacher can demonstrate exactly, effectively, if he or she would have prepared in advance. In advance only. Tomorrow classes, today we have to prepare. But generally, I felt that here. Our teachers community, majority never prepare for tomorrow class. That's what I experienced personally. Tomorrow we will see tomorrow only, not today. One day a good teacher, remember one thing, a good teacher always prepare one day advance whatever tomorrow's program, enter the program. Whether you may handle 4 classes or 8 classes, you have to prepare one day advance, then it will come effectively. Then teach the audio visuals. Sometimes you may show the audio visuals, video visuals in the classroom. There you could see somewhat students will be keen to watch because it's a movie like that. There will be the impact, a kind of attention to listen you, to see you, to watch you over. Then discussion again. If you have given a topic discussion part, which is the most important and most burning, they will show the curiosity. That means the effective of teaching is more there. If it is like a normal, nobody will talk, right? Then reading part again. Reading part also, we could see that only the effect is not that much, but still there are some people, some students when they read, we call you are a voracious reader because of the impact of the student. One student impact will have much things will be on the students. Like last semester I stated something. There was a professor in Tamil Nadu University. While he was taking the rounds in the school or the school campus or college campus, people say knowledge radiates. Knowledge radiates. That means people simply using when I am standing, my entire all Wi-Fi is entered and you cannot enter my world. The statement will say like that. The Wi-Fi is always on like that. This way it will go on. So then the lecture again it is depend upon the age criteria. It may affect, it may not be affected. Then how do you do? Again, whatever things are given, that is divided a percentage by here. Whatever the things are discussed here, these are the areas divided. This is the general fact in your classroom, right? Now see how do you do? Institute studies, lecture method means only students just stand and read, go on, read something. The attention will be this much only. Nobody will give a ear to listen to you. Reading, if you are asking somebody, stand up, read. How much they read, you know very well. It's not me. Audio visuals, even sometimes you are showing a picture also, they might not be interested. They will see here and there. Right? Then demonstration, when you give demonstration, somebody is looking that side, this side. Again, somewhat it is reaching the middle of the area. And discussion and practice by doing. In your presence, by giving a topic, by monitoring the students, if you are asking something, they will do so that only the person is this much. In your presence, if you say, in your absence to do that, definitely it will not come. Again, it will vary. Then, teach others immediate use of learning. This nowadays becomes common, like becoming like a comic time. Everybody will imitate anybody. Means everybody do the nicely, so that the percentage is very high. Clear? So now you have classroom of diverse learners, and you know that some of our past teaching studies are not going to be effective with them. So the million dollar question is, how do you successfully meet the needs of the diverse learners in your classroom? This is the $1 million question. $1 million question means 5 varieties are there in the classroom. For the 5 varieties of the classroom, in what way you manage? What are the techniques you will be having being a teacher? As a faculty of so-and-so, like a teacher of so-and-so subject, you should have some capacity, you should have some potentiality in you, so that you can be able to deliver the things on the student, be able to listen to you. Then when teaching and somebody is learning, learning practice should be done. Then the outcomes will be out in a positive way. Or else it will be in a negative way out. So all it is depend upon how you do that. Then again it is asking in the instruction how to do that instruction. Then a set of unique decisions. Some example, like the other day we talked about the English language week, right? We had a discussion, right? So what to do, how to do that, we already had something. So everyone has their own decisions. Like a set of decisions that the educator makes to bring learning within the grasp of all the students. Remember, this includes students who are working on grade level, below grade level, and for those students working above grade level. So based on the learning, we see only how the class will go. Classroom is there, might be one is the highly able, maybe less able, maybe reliable, and that will be the different talented. Sometimes it may not be, and there will be a STEM student, hyperactive, or with learning difficulties, whatever may be. So based on that only, we see that only, you can think that only, it is how the process will go on, where you will give the importance, in what way you support this area. The three steps are given here. Differentiation is providing avenues to acquire content, process idea, and see, any program you want to do that. Suppose you are giving a project to the student for the school execution. What are the, you will give one topic. Based on the topic, first the material, means raw material is required, right? Raw material required. After raw material only, then means to provide multiple options for taking in and make clear sense of information. See that only how what are the options that you are given, and how after taking the raw material, what are the options you may assemble in one way, you other way assemble in another way. It's up to you. You can be modify the things only. Then as well as a means of expressing learning. After assembling something, and you come to know that only that something you have done, some project or some picture or some diagram is done, or some machine was completed a field, and you will say, this is what I have done. And for that, that means my area for like adding the content from the given hard material, and finally a design has been prepared and it is displayed in front of the audience. So that will be approved by the senior department people. But in terms of differentiated classroom, how the classroom will be like, all students participate in a respectful work. As you are familiar, you know how respectful students are. How many are respectful, how many are not disrespectful, you know very well. So, but the rules are rules only. So teacher and students work together. This is the most important. Teacher and students will work together. Work together. Clear? Work together. They ensure continual engagement and challenge for each learner. 30 students are there, or 40 students are there. How well the students are cooperating with you? How well you are taking their concerns to your knowledge? In what way you are supporting as a teacher? So all these things will matter, right? So based on the knowledge you want, then the teacher coordinates the use of time, space, and activities. All the things. 40 minutes time of a class period is completely under your control. You have the full freedom in that. How to manage, how to implement, what to do, whether it is modifications, or whatever the things only. Everything is given in your hand only. That means the full power of using the time is in your hand. Then flexible grouping, which includes whole class learning page, Students selected groups, teachers selected groups, and random groups. You sometimes suppose if you are providing a PBL, a kind of like a activity, or you can say a kind of a assignment, problem based learning, PBL, problem based learning, then you will prepare a set of students. In that, sometimes you may give only the good student, only the poor student, only the other student. It will not give them much effective result. When you decide a group of students will be as of all the 3 or 5 level students, and other second sentence like that. Then after like creating the 3 or 4 groups, then complete the task only. Then you see the differentiation. What group also full, this group also full. All the 4 groups are having a 5 variety of students, but when you are declaring the result, which group is the top highlighted? There is no such a group where you could say that it is a core group. All are up to the mark only, but still the outcome may not be same. Since the all are same, you cannot say all answers will be right only. Maybe the person, the student may his way of thinking will be different. His way of expressing will be different. That leads to other things, right? Principles of differentiated classroom. There are still more are there. Time use is flexible in response to student needs. The variety of management studies such as learning centers, inter-centers, learning buddies, etc. It is used to help target instruction to student needs. Yesterday, even today also I have posted something group regarding the different schools are using different techniques like last 1 month we are sharing this only. If you are really passionate to see that your classroom should be up to that level, whatever I am posting one way, I am not saying all together at a time. Whenever you get a time, practice one by one. You see how the students are doing. Similarly, one day our students will become the same level, right? Then clearly establish individual and group criteria provide guidance towards success. Students are assisted in a variety of ways to demonstrate their own thought and goal. See here, you take out what are the student level, what are the group level, what are the area level. But at the end of the day, one should see that only the classroom is look like a student centered only, not the teacher centered. If it is like a declared that it is a teacher centered class, there is no need. There is no use of anything. It should be the same thing. It should be always student centered. Because the majority, suppose in 40 minutes, a teacher is asked for the current scenario. A teacher should speak only 10 minutes out of 40 minutes. If it is a 40 minute period, 10 minutes only allowed for the teacher. The rest 30 minutes students should talk. So that their vocabulary will develop, their spoken language will develop, their thinking skills will develop, their looking at any point of view, their analytical skills will develop. There are many areas to develop. But here what we say, you speak only 10 minutes in a period of 40 minutes. The rest of the 30 minutes, let them say whatever. Today they may not express, tomorrow they may not express, day after tomorrow they may not open the mouth. But the 4th day or 5th day, one week later, or he or she will start saying something. That leads, that is the success ratio will go on one by slowly will reach high level. Right? Examples are given, whatever given the things, again the form examples are given. Traditional classroom versus the differentiated classroom. We can read all these things. I need not explain because very simple language is given. Very simple language. You can read all these things and check that both are. When you are reading this part and see that this part is, don't read like this way. Read one, then this one. So you think that only. Don't read one by one like this way, right? So these are the many areas to measure the classroom and do any teacher. This way things will go on. Anything is getting doubt here? I don't think so because all are very simplified English language, very defined and a very simple language English only. There is no such a difficult word such thing. All are very simple. So this way things will go on. So based on that only you could imagine today's world is different. We are talking about 30 years back, like my 10th class 1987. That's totally different. You cannot imagine today's classroom, 1987 classroom, right? Suppose a teacher is standing here. What are the instructions are given here? Let's see how these things will go on. It's clearly mentioned. Like it's like an example, a set of examples that we are a teacher's response to learners' needs, guided with general principles of differentiation, such as respectful to task, flexible grouping, ongoing adjustment. Again, under this ways to differentiate content, you have to differentiate whether the content is anything, process of product, then according to the students, readiness of students, interest of students, interest of learning profile. So these are all things will come out. So we need to see that only how well the students are able to respond to things only, how they are reacting towards your presentation, towards your way of teaching in the classroom, that you understand. Ways to differentiate. As we said, content, process, product. So the content, there is you take any lesson plan, any textbook, the first page content, something will be there, right? First page or second page. And second page forward things are there. Third page something will be there. After that only the things will come out and the lesson will start. This way, content will be what is start, process, how it is start, how learning assessments, outcome, result, what is the result. These all things will matter. Anybody can deliver anything by reading a lesson or poem 2 times or 3 times, 10 times, will get the answer and you will explain the classroom. But within 40 minutes, what you have delivered, whether the students are able to receive it or not. And after the class, if you continue an assessment mock test, whether they are able to write the answers or not. If they are able to write, then you have succeeded. If they fail to write, you are a failure. That's all. Right? The way of thinking, interests and attitudes, learning profile needs, different areas are there. So all of these you need to see the learning. That means these are each point is indicating, like telling you that a student is not a normal student. A student is having all these areas. He or she is considered all these things on. But we never think these things. Student is what are the student name? So and so name, so and so class, so and so number. Okay, come and sit and read and listen. Do. That's our classroom. After that, nothing will be there. It's not only doing. We never measure what he or she, whether he is able to or capable of doing this and that. We never see that. Very rarely we will see. Definitely there are like a teachers who can measure a student, a child, and what to do, what not to do. That will support. That is a different thing. Strategies for differentiation. Confused. Let's break it down. It is given higher strategies and lower appropriate strategies. Complex strategies is again where you have too many parameters, so one cannot even understand. Tiered lesson plans, or it can be take more simplistic form, such as heavily reading buddies or impaired strategies. Different areas are given. This is what I think this is not familiar by think tacto. It's a new idea, but when you write down these are the areas of think tacto. Recently I observed that on this some schools the majority of the things that we are using on the higher levels and other areas also we are using. Whereas this is something think tacto is a different strategy using for the development of the school, like the students in international schools, not all the schools, only international schools, like global Indian schools. Those schools are having around the world many branches like Hi-Fi, like IBCC curriculum, IB curriculum, they are using, right? A closer look. Within the next few slides, you will be introduced to a few differentiated instructional strategies such as tiered lessons, exit cards, flexible grouping, anchor activities, response cards. These are all given. So we will see that what are the things we will see, right? Now you will get an idea what is meant by given instruction and how it is supposed to be. Again, the statement is different, very simple. The task will vary according to student to student, not all. This area is not applicable to all the students. Student to student it will change, but you need to understand how it will go on, right? Then content process, what in these are the sub-areas are there. Assignment, activities, homework, centers, experiments, materials, assessments, writing, prompt. Prompt, what I told the chat GPT, when you write something, it's called prompt. Normally we will write anyway. I'm sending you a message, 2 fingers of message. In the chat GPT, it is called prompt, right? Okay? Planning data activities. The teacher hands out the index cards to students at the end of the instruction sequence or a class period. Sometimes the teacher will call the last student to hold present something, or like an assembly student will display what of the day are. Different assignments will be given, and the students will do all these. It is a kind of a your instruction is followed by a student, and the one who is taking will be doing the activity. That's what. Then now to exit card grouping. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. So it is all three groups are based on only readiness. Both students are ready to do any assignment. Like when you say something, we'll do this, all will say yes, we'll do this. So then we can divide the group wise, based on the group wise, we can do group 1. Students who are struggling with the concept of skills, students with some understanding of concept skills, then students who understand the concept of skill. Different areas are there. So based on the only what we said 5 varieties, always 3 varieties to talk always. Every class will have 3 varieties. 5 varieties only rare cases only 5 varieties will have. All class will not have 5 varieties. Only 3 are permanent. That is really. Samples. These are some samples are given. Just compare both the things, both the parts. So this way, the one who presented will differ the other one who is going to present. So rough draft, paragraph. I think there is a topic in the English language. There is a topic in English language that is called like precise writing. Have you ever heard precise writing? Precise writing. It is a topic, composition topic. From the grade 9 onwards, you will start precise writing. When you like a paragraph, like essay will be given. This is precise writing, and you have to prepare the precise writing means precise writing. Then first you will prepare the rough draft. After the rough draft, whatever the things you will compare the main one rough draft. Then after you will refine that only, then you will prepare the final draft. That is called the precise draft. So this way, any activity or anything or any assignment, any topic will be taken to the that end. That way, the process will be taken out. And finally, the improved draft, or you will say the final draft or concluded draft will come out. Response card. What is? Have you ever heard the response card anywhere? Where do we see that on the response card? No. Yellow card. Football yellow card. Red card. Response, that is the response. They will show red card is out. Referee level sent out early. This way the response cards will be given. That shows only whether you have done good. You may select a class. One is the red response card, one is the yellow response card, one is the green response card. You may give an assignment to the students. So the time schedule like it at 10 minutes time. After 10 minutes you will say time out, pen down. Time out, pen down. So you are not supposed to, students are not supposed to press the pen down. Then you will see how many are completed. Because only you will show this group is a red card, this group is a green card, this group is a yellow card, this group is a blue card. Like what are the 3 cards you will prepare? That is this way it will give. If response cards were used instead of handwriting for just 30 minutes per day, each student would make more than 3,700 additional academic response during the school year. Just imagine. Right? Types of response cards. You see this. Pre-printed, student made, write on board, like handmade, you will say. Examples. This is a big task. Last time we observed only students are writing T, F, T, F, T, F. What is T, F, T, F? Two minutes are true, false means false. This way will go on. What is this one? Exclamatory mark, not exclamation. Exclamatory mark. Mark. Right? Colon. This is colon. Inverted comma. Means the double, single. Like a front side, back side, this side. Right? Tic-tac-toe. This is the what I don't know the something new. Now see that. Tic-tac-toe boards give students a choice in how they demonstrate their understanding of a given topic. This we know Sudoku. Have you ever heard of Sudoku? By doing the Sudoku, you will measure the IQ level of the student, right? What level of IQ the student will be having, you understand, and you measure that. Similarly, this is a kind of a thing. Now see the complete a character analysis for the main character of your story. Complete a character report card. Different things are given. So this way, in Tic-tac-toe, boards are used by not here in international level standard school. Like, we cannot expect all things will happen here, right? Because ours is a diverse area, so we cannot expect all these things. Right? Going to the next one, cubing. Cubing also you are familiar with, right? Like a cubing, these are cubics, and some people do it in a fraction until complete. Some may not be do the things. Cubics, like a completely green color, completely white color, completely red color, or something will go, that the cubing will go on. So, while you are doing the cubing, sir, again you should see that only the cube consists of 6 commands, one on each of the 6 cases, followed by a prompt that this time the task the student should do. So, cube means like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there. All 6 are there? Yes. Because when we see only, we see the 1 or 3 only. 3 can be visible, on the side 3 can be visible, back side again 3 will be visible, right? So that's called the 6 face of the cube, right? Then, designed to help students to think about a topic from different angles, game like motivate children and satisfies the hunger to do something different, eliminates boredom and lethargy, reducing from unnecessary drill and practice. Then recognize a large reservoir of knowledge and skills of some learners, often used to reinforce, extend or demonstrate learning. So the cubes are used, like when you do the cubing, automatically you come to know that only what exactly is happening, how your the function of your brain or your eyes, how in what it is observing the how it is capturing if you are looking at the cube, which area you are, your eyesight tells where it is trying to capture. Based upon only like what is called the neurons will collect the information, and the cerebrum will calculate the thing only your IQ level or your standard level, the way of thinking level come out. Graphic organizers again. Aids comprehension, concept development and learning, highlights the key vocabulary, provides an organized visual display of knowledge, focus attention on key elements, helps educate in a prior the new knowledge. Again, the graphic organizer, like a graph will be displayed in different areas based on how you can measure. For example, take a bar graph, pie chart, or tree diagram. That one picture will be having this much of information. When you start writing about in detail, it will come this much. But whereas when you look at that one, only a small area, look like a diagram only, a small graph, a small pair of a thing. But when you elaborate, things will be vary. Graphic organizing, cause effects, planning organizing. We do always use this kind of things only. Planning means step by step, like it is called like a kind of like a tree diagram, you could say. We go like a step by step come outside there. And Venn diagram, it is totally again shows how much part is completed here, how much is completed again, what is the left out area, again it will vary. That we need to see only. This is called differentiation. This one example, Venn diagram, when you see that there are two circles are there, and both are look like almost same, but the area, that how much area is covered here, how much area is covered here, and what is left out, based on only you can measure and see that only the difference between the two areas. But look like the two circles are there, but the inside of the material will be very different, right? Mind mapping, again, this is a common word, everybody uses mind mapping, mindset. We know all the time is mind map, mindset. Now see there are different areas are there. Brain based mind mapping, this is the key. Total key is given here. Now you see whether you are application process you are doing, or conceptual level you are doing, rational level, or step by step you are doing, how it is the thing going on. If it is step by step work, central image, main ideas, add details. Okay. The way you move forward, the things will become closer to you. The way you start doing like things only, it will be end up. Then apart from that, you are going for the other areas. Okay, application you have to first total content, then instruction, then planning, then the highlights, then the conclusion, then the final report. One by one will come out. Okay, this is like a descending order. It is a ascending order. Variation is there. Everywhere variation will come out. Then creativity, brain-based skills again. We will be having some time like a creativity will be different, fun-based creativity, serious-based creativity, or criminal-based creativity. Criminal laws are there, criminal police are there, criminology there is subject. Doctors are criminology subject after the MBS, a certain area is there. Otherwise they will understand how the person's mind, they will read and understand because since they are familiar with what is the area. This way it will go on, right? What else can I do? You can read all these things. Just one time you read, you will understand. Because very simple English. Flow charts, Venn diagrams, designers, graphics are there, key points are there, keywords are there, phrases are there, parameters will be used, operators are used as per the Bloom's taxonomy. Newspaper articles, magazines, all together will be used. See, people say education is the endless ocean. It is not like a small. Once you enter into the pond or the swimming pool, this side, the side. It's not like that. Education is how much you go on deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. You go on that's only. You cannot stop. Like I could say, I could compare the techniques what we are using. There are four such methods are given here. Step one is only for the decon for the student, and step two is think about the students and assessment of to determine what exactly Basically, again the same three areas only. That is interest and learning profiles. Okay. Now, step 3 is create an activity for online learners that having a interesting, challenging, causes the student to use key skills, understand the major idea concepts. Different areas are there. Similarly, step 4 also you need not be adjust the activity of your differentiating by interest or by learning profile. However, if you are differentiation by readiness, you will need to adjust the struggling learners. Means those are weak students. It is particularly mentioned that only those students are like a below level only, for them only it is asked. So here it is clearly mentioned, see, struggling like learners, on level, highly able, adjusting. So depending on these three levels, you need to see that only which side you are supposed to take. What like a important question should be given, like a top level question should be given in the question paper, or average level question will be more percentage. So based on that only you will decide. Otherwise only things will be set. Grouping. How to do the grouping? Again it is given flexible grouping. These are the 4 areas you need to see that only 4 areas when you are grouping something like the instruction should be given clear, and how the group is practicing the enrichment, and what kind of arrangements are done for the students level, and what are the activities, and whether the activities given for the 1 hour, 1 period, or for given like a hard day homework will be given like a 10 or 15 days. Like this way, different areas like a day, week, etc. Whatever you can give the things only. Okay. Now, how does flexible grouping benefit students? So, in what way the like I think in what way it is supporting the student, in what way they get the benefits about this by using the differentiation. It gives students and teachers a voice in the work arrangements, allows students to work within a variety of peers means again like the students group like a peers together. Each students from being pegged as advanced in struggling, like always giving a kind of priority in all the levels. The students will be able to understand and think that only what exactly is happening, how the class is running, and what the students are able to concentrate in the particular area. That all these things will come when you use the differentiation in a proper way. Group membership can be determined by, again these are all the same things are given. So wherever from the beginning to period 9 o'clock you start a class, 9:40 period will end. From the beginning to first period, like 9 o'clock to 9:40, all the areas, all the time, this area should be maintained and should be seen. You may ask, sir, how could we do all these things? Where will get things only? How will assess this? This is called like a, what is called like a micro level of observation, micro level of seeing the lesson plans, like giving the key importance to the like students. Their things will be in a positive way will be highlighted. Anger activities. Anger activities, you know the only. Like students are given the assignments, like a program, something like apart from the classroom also, like we recently like started something that's called flipped classrooms. Flipped classrooms, students will what they have already done, and that can be like a reminded in the form of a different way. Like become, you may say it is becoming as a teacher. It's not like that only. But a student will be having a capacity of handling the areas and focusing on the classroom. All the things will come on. Some other activities are given here. Brain buses, learning pockets. See, these are all the areas you may not be familiar. You need to see only what exactly is given. What is investigation? Generally, investigations will not be the word will not be used in the like generally normal like a schooling level. It is a different area. Investigation is a different area, right? And research also generally only a higher level. As for the current scenario, after the like a master degree or after the bachelor degree, there is areas called only where you do the research. So that's the thing. So, but whereas when you give some things only, a student should have all these kind of variety of ideas and studies to see that only how well you go on, in what way he or she can do the things only, right? What is the purpose? Provide a meaningful work for the student when they finish an assignment or project, when they first enter the class or when they are stunned. We should see that only what exactly. Then ongoing tasks, content instruction, then classroom teacher to work with other students, individuals, like sometimes we are recently some students who ask us to take personal attention, only the afra, who can speak nicely but cannot write it. Cannot recognize it. One day I asked her, DA by day, she was out of range. DA by unable to recognize the D letter or B letter. D and B, P and Q will be a kind of a confusion will be there. So these are all the things will be given by each and every student will get that by doing this purpose. All will come to all other things. Then exit cards. Exit card is a kind of a thing last year we introduced in the school, right? This exit card is not about when a student is going outside and a teacher has supposed to provide an exit card, without only exit can be done. It was not a practice of our school, right? Last year we started. So this way, like a different areas, what is given here? It's kind of a ticket, you can say kind of a entry pass ticket or exit card. Different areas are there. Deeper and deeper and deeper. You go on this only. You cannot stop. Like I could say, I could compare the techniques what we are using in the subjects. It's called similarly like a black hole in physics. Once you enter the black hole, you will not come back. Just you will travel. You will travel like such a speed you will travel. You cannot imagine that. This way, how depth we are going, and these are all things we never heard in our lifetime. In our days, in our schooling time, in our college time, we never heard all these things. And we never observed also teachers to be used all these techniques, all these areas, and taught us today so that we know. It's not like that. They used to come and read. I still remember my social studies teacher. He is very stout and he will come and he will not stand. He will sit on the chair only and he will, today I am going to explain the French Revolution. He will read the 2 lines. Then he will take a 5-10 minutes nap. Then somebody has to go and ask. One fine day, me and my friend Mr. Moulali, is my classmate and still 1 year I had talked, same classmate, same village. We both had a doubt. THE should call the. THE, the, what to call? That is we went to the post teacher. Sir, we had doubt. What doubt? We did not ask for the French Revolution. We asked only, sir, it is the. Then he just gave the nice thing to me and to him. Is it the required thing? These are the important thing. Is it going to come in any examination? Still we remember these things. That was a time like that because and again he will sleep. That's it. But today the things are totally changed. Right? There are some more things are there contributed the first slide. Just rewrite problems using less or more complex language. Always use that. When you write anything, simple language, simplified, and when you use the things like a vocabulary also, it should be sound enough, but people should understand. Don't write like a too technical words by saying, sorry, we cannot see it is going up like an airplane. Right? Getting started. These are some of the areas where you will see the student needs, like how you will start, how you will grow, how you will record the activity, and reflection, then the early and often, then empowering the students, then the analytical skills of a student, observe, how you will observe, all these things will work out. These are all the techniques using. Suppose you have a differentiated classroom. When you enter the classroom, these are the things should happen. As a teacher, when you enter the classroom, these are the areas should be happen. Since they start observing you, following you, and they are very much attached to you in the classroom, so they will follow these other areas. It means a teacher should have this kind of things before entering the class. And student must know these are the things that you have to. Then it is very easy, and people will be able to understand. There will be a pervasive expectation of growth. I will teach for success that you are having. Same thing a student should have. This teacher is coming, I should feel something, I will get something. The feeling will come. Means you should have created a kind of atmosphere in the classroom that they shouldn't say that only, sir, madam, go, please go. Period is over, go. Already bell rang, go. No, they should not say. If they start saying means that you understand where you are, what you are. We are for difference, for respecting difference, for valuing difference. Until difference no longer makes a difference. Try to understand. If you understand things with the again the pictures also different pictures are three pictures are one thing. But still the ultimate thing is the happiness will come. Right? That's all for the day. I think more than 1 hour.